Hello, everybody, and welcome to another great episode of the Gridiron Glory here today with Will and Tad, bringing you coverage of all 32 teams in the league. We start today's episode with the Los Angeles Chargers. They were taking on the Kansas City Chiefs in the Sao Paulo game in Brazil. First Friday of the season, these two teams clashed, went head to head. Two AFC rivals down south of the equator. So, yeah, the LA Chargers, starting with them and everything, 25 of 34, 318. Excuse me. Yeah, 318 yards for Justin Herbert, three touchdowns. Did get sacked three times there, so didn't like to see the three sacks. Hopefully, the offensive line can maybe clean that up a little bit going into next week. But still, nonetheless, I mean, can we just talk about the fact that even with maybe some blitzes at times, Justin Herbert still managed not to throw any interceptions. So kudos to him there. Omarion Hampton in his rookie debut, 15 carries for 48 yards. I was very impressed with some of the runs that Omarion Hampton was able to come out here and grab. So obviously, I was kind of personally, I was kind of hoping for a touchdown. I was hoping that I would have maybe seen a touchdown out of Omarion Hampton in his debut, but still, nonetheless, this offense for the Chargers, got going. They had the lead going at the end of the first quarter and had the momentum. They basically, I mean, this Chargers offense was a step ahead of Kansas City. And Kansas City, obviously, and no lead is safe with Patrick Mahomes. No lead is ever safe with Patrick Mahomes. So I mean, obviously, Patrick Mahomes, when we do get into him, made the plays that he needed to make. But make no mistake, this Chargers offense was. I mean, they did a good job of keeping their foot on the gas. And I mean, even with Kansas City making some resilient plays late in this football game, the LA Chargers did a great job of just keeping their foot on the gas and making some plays. So shout out to them. Um, Justin Herbert, 7 carries for 32 yards as well. And I think that Justin Herbert is one of the more underrated mobile running backs in the league. I wouldn't necessarily rank him a quote unquote dual threat, but he can be at times. Quentin Johnston, to me, obviously, he had a very flashy touchdown dance and everything. Quentin Johnston, 5 catches for 79 yards, 2 touchdowns. You wanted to maybe see a little bit more out of Vlad McConkey for 6 catches, 74 yards, but specifically, yeah, Quentin Johnston, yeah, 79 yards, 2 touchdowns with the 5 catches, just absolutely incredible. Where do you rank Quentin Johnston amongst wide receivers in the league?
Yeah, Quentin Johnston. I mean, he's had certainly a slow start to his career, so this is a great start for him as he's trying to establish himself, trying to get himself a role that he can excel in. So I'd still say, I mean, until I see it more consistently, I'd probably have to rank him as a bottom half wide receiver in the league, but definitely in a good start to change the narrative of his career.
Oh, absolutely. Lad McConkey, I know that he didn't score his first touchdown of the season in this game, but he'll definitely score some. But Keenan Allen also got a touchdown in this football game, Tad. Keenan Allen, 7 catches, 68 yards, and a touchdown. Shout out to Keenan Allen, who went out there and helped Justin Herbert throw one of the 3 touchdown passes. So Keenan Allen, glad to see him back on this football team, and I know Chargers fans are certainly probably very excited about that. Justin Herbert doing a really good job of getting these guys involved. The defensive side, yeah, obviously, Derwin James Jr., seven total tackles, five solo, and a tackle for a loss. So Derwin James Jr. to me, he did an incredible job on the defensive side of the football. Caleb Murphy, Dante Jackson. Um, yeah, I was just really impressed with the linebackers, but more so, I mean, I was really impressed with Caleb Murphy, but I would definitely say, yeah, watching this game, Derwin James Jr., make no mistake, stood out the most. 61 snaps. He graded out. He was the highest grade out on PFF amongst Chargers defensive players with an 81.3. So, yeah, Derwin James doing his thing out there, being the absolute leader and face of this Chargers defense in this football game. As far as the Chiefs go, oh, and Cameron Dicker, of course, making all of his field goals and extra points. As far as the Kansas City Chiefs go, yeah, Patrick Mahomes, 24 39, 258 yards. He did throw a touchdown and unfortunately was sacked a couple times. He even ran in for a touchdown himself, 6 carries, 57 yards, and a touchdown there. Um, Patrick Mahomes, like, listen, no lead is ever safe with Patrick Mahomes. And I just want to sit here and talk about the absolute resiliency, the leadership. When his team's down, I mean, you're in a foreign country, you're in a situation you've never played in before with the first Friday, and I mean, yeah, I get it. You're playing against. This is a team, the LA Chargers, that plays you pretty good. So you know that as Patrick Mahomes, and obviously, this Kansas City Chiefs team has played. They played a lot of extra playoff games the last few seasons, and that can definitely take a toll on you. But nonetheless, Patrick Mahomes in the first game of the regular season. Which, listen, they're not worried about this loss at all. They'll be just fine. But um, there was just a lot of plays where he was able to scramble out of the pocket, still set again, deliver a big throw. Obviously, with plays that he was able to make with his legs, just it's never boring to watch Patrick Mahomes play football.
Certainly not. And I mean, I was very impressed watching this offense, seeing Hollywood Brown come out and do what he did. I mean, that was a big impact in the receiving game. 10 catches for 99 yards, including that big 49-yard play. But looking at Brown, I mean, he's a player that he's had some injuries in his career. He's had some inconsistent play, but you know that he can be a game-breaking type of receiver, and it'd be nice to see him have a breakout season after all the injuries that he's been through. And I mean, I know there's some openings in the Kansas City receiving room, at least for the short term, with Rice being out for 6 weeks, and then of course, um, you hate to see it with Xavier Worthy, and you hope that he can get back sooner rather than later. So, for the time being, I mean, it'd be nice to see Hollywood Brown be able to step up and take a big role as he did in this football game.
Yeah, certainly would. I I was very impressed with Hollywood Brown personally, and Juju Smith Schuster as well. 5 catches for 55 yards. Can we just talk about how cool it is to see Juju Smith Schuster back in that Kansas City receiving room? And Patrick Mahomes, he's certainly happy about it as well, getting him involved. Yeah, it's had Travis Kelsey, 2 catches, 47 yards, and Travis Kelsey also did get that touchdown late in the game on a wheel route. Made it look pretty damn easy, Mahomes to Kelsey. We've seen that time and time again, but specifically and he even took accountability for this and everything. But running into Xavier Worthy and accidentally causing the injury, you hated to see that.
Oh yeah, I mean, definitely a rough play there. And I mean, obviously, like football, dangerous game, stuff like that is going to happen. It's unfortunate that they got tangled up, and I mean, just hope that where they can get back in action sooner rather than later.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, and then Tyquan Thornton as well. Yeah, Tyquan Thornton, the two catches for 41 yards. So Patrick Mahomes doing a really good job of getting these guys involved. You did hate to see that fumble by Creed Humphrey. Yeah, some of the guys on the defensive side of the football for Kansas City. Yeah, obviously, you got Chris Jones out there. He's always going to go and he's going to do his thing. The veteran leader up front played 51 snaps. Yeah, he had three tackles, three hurries on the quarterback. Yeah, well, he had two total tackles, but yeah, three pressures, three hurries. So he was out there obviously doing his thing as well. The highest grade out on the defense, Trent McDuffie, with a tackling grade of 80.7. So Trent McDuffie, I personally think Trent McDuffie probably the face of the secondary really for this Kansas City squad. And where do you rank Trent McDuffie amongst CBs in the league?
Mm, I'd probably have to say that he's top 10.
Yeah, definitely probably a top 10 CB in the league, um, for sure there. So, um, yeah, just and then obviously you just also lost Mike Pinnell on that defensive side of the football. So George Karlaftis, though, you did get George Karlaftis to a big contract. Shout out to him. He who had the three total tackles. Um, yeah, hold on, I'm sorry. Yeah, George Karlaftis, three total tackles, two solo. He also had a sack and two tackles for loss. Yes, and he also had a hit on the quarterback. So George Karlaftis definitely doing a really good job of putting pressure on Justin Herbert throughout this game. No interceptions. There was some very solid kick returns throughout this game from Bashard Smith and Nico Remijo. And Harrison Bucker obviously making all of his field goals. Same with Cameron Dicker. Yeah, Tad. The LA Chargers next week on Monday Night Football, they're going to get a really outstanding chance to go against their other AFC West rival, the Raiders, to get a chance to go 2-0 in the AFC West. As far as the Kansas City Chiefs, you got a Super Bowl rematch against the defending Super Bowl champions at your home stadium. Any quick thoughts on that game?
I mean, obviously, I mean, like you said, there's no panic in the Chiefs. I mean, 0-1, not a big deal. You don't want to start 0-2. I mean, they can come back from it if they do, but you'd like to even the win count here.
Yeah, for sure. You would definitely like to even the win count there. So, yeah, be sure to like, subscribe, and follow all season long. Covering mini games, all 32 teams, just two guys covering all 32 teams. Be sure to like, subscribe, and follow us here on YouTube. Yep, final score: Chargers 27, Chiefs 21. Thanks for watching.